gonna go live, man. Come on.
Cool. That's how we start, baby. Crap back D&D. With no technical issues. We're not peaking at like 95% CPU usage. It's cool. We good as gold now. We great.
Oh God.
You got a 5% wiggle room.
Computer. Let's go.
No, we're doing a little
some
bit.
wiggle room, man.
We got 75%. We're doing all right. That recording kicks us up an extra 10%. We're good. We all gravy.
You're good.
Okay, well, first of all, while we get this off, first things first, I'm actually going to send out a tweet because it's been a little crazy and we haven't done that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Faction. Say that.
Oh my goodness.
And then there was that whole thing when we were all muted when I just spilled an entire drink all over my desk and keyboard.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. And my dice and my phone and my...
Why do I hear the Brady?
That's what you get for messing around with your box.
Yeah, no, man. What's in the box?
Wait, who's above me, radio?
What's in the box? What was that? Oh, hey.
You
know,
down.
Hi. Like the Brady Bunch.
Like if I do this, can we touch behind the sign?
Wait,
Other way.
You have to cross the streams, Egon.
You can't see what's happening here, but it's very enjoyable.
Super sexy.
I can reach out and get RoBear a little bit too.
Hey, why do you do that? That's disgusting.
Gross.
I want my hands to go below the screen and reach down and just and massage.
Massages.
All right, so I gotta ask a favor. I need somebody to grab a screenshot right now of us in the box because I'm using so many resources I can't even grab a screenshot at the moment, so I can put that in the tweet. This all needs to be documented.
Screenshot. What up, King?
This is the process, guys. This is what happens when you try to start a new show and you dedicate no pre-time to it. You just try to wing it an hour a day. This is how it goes.
I didn't freaking make my thing till last night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't even have character names up on the board.
All right, here you go. Here you go, Rob. I just put one in the DM.
Let's go. Oh, God. Woo. That's good shit right there. That's good shit.
True definition
Nice.
of crap packing it right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wonderful.
Shit,
just absolutely wonderful.
Love it.
D&D screenshots. I'm starting to get organized. Crap pack D&D.
Hey man, 3-4 weeks we'll have this thing down.
Yeah, that'd be golden.
Yeah. Hey, when you're on episode 20, you move a whole lot smoother.
Got it down. Yeah.
You move a lot
Like a
smoother.
finely oiled machine.
Boom. We're gonna launch this tweet out. Bam. Because we got relevant art now.
Come watch us pretend to be other people because we can't stand ourselves.
That's why I have apple juice.
God, it's so true.
What a douchebag I am in real life.
Best mom ever.
Well, we already got a Twitter DM, so that I'm sure that those have always been incredibly positive for me. So I can only imagine.
Mine are great. Their choice.
All right, boom. We are so close to being there. You know what? I'm going to lead off. While I do this, I'm going to let RadioMang go ahead and start off and tell us, all of us, how his week was and what he's been up to.
So this week has been, dude, you don't even want to know about this week. So being a part of a radio station means always changing things to keep ahead of the competitor and keep the radio station from sounding stale. So my entire week has been dedicated to completely tearing down the architecture of my radio station and rebuilding it and re-implementing it. So if you imagine, say whatever radio station you listen to, if you hear Metallica like the same song 13 times a day, that's actually a structured clock. They are intending to play that Metallica song 13 times a day. Well, imagine if they got research that said, well, that Metallica song, it's really not as popular as people liked it before, so now we need to back it down. So instead of 13 times a day, you're gonna hear it once a day. But we found another song that people like so much more, and we're gonna play that 13 times a day now, and we're gonna change where it's played in the hour. So that whole strategery with music and placement has been my hell for the last week. But you know what? The good news is, fucking radio station's all done. It sounds tight, and I like it.
Toy like a
Was
toy
part of
gun.
that job like tearing down the entire radio station because radio's dead, or
No, you know what it is. It just mixes things up.
Shots fired. Well, maybe in Springfield, but not in sunny San Diego, California.
Fucking Wild West out here. How about the San Diego? Why don't you quit fucking sheep for 10 minutes and come to a real market?
What have you been doing on stream,
sorry, I couldn't hear you.
radio?
I was listening to my Spotify.
Oh, God.
Oh shoot.
What have you been playing this week, radio?
Dude, this week, I finally got into some Destiny last night and got to play enough to get so close to my last words, so close I can taste it. All I have are like 10 medallions left in PvP. That was the last word was a gun that I loved in Destiny, and I cannot wait to have it again. I'm gonna play with it maybe twice, and then I'm gonna put it in my vault. But still, I'm gonna have it, and I'm a completionist bastard.
You are a collector, man.
I like your honesty.
Yes, it's true. I mean, I was fucking terrible with the last word D1, but I still like the gun because it's fucking cowboy gun. And I'm going to have it in D2, and I'm going to use it twice in the Crucible. I'm going to go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going back to my pulse rifle. I'm going to kill it at a distance because that's all I'm good at. I'm going to either kill it at a distance or I'm going to get in your face with a shotgun and slide and shoot you in the face.
There you go.
Good shit. What have you been playing, Nighty?
Not Destiny.
He's been playing a Pee-wee.
Yeah. A lot of Sea of Thieves mainly. I was on that Paladins kick for a while, but this week Sea of Thieves has been fun again. So I've been playing that. I'll probably get back into Destiny a bit maybe next week. Try to throw it in maybe like one night in the rotation. But I'm having fun playing other things, so I'm enjoying that.
That variety streamer, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Mudcat, what have you been up to, man?
Oh, you know it's Sea of Thieves.
I mean, the question is, have you ever been able to outperform your miracle perforance on our co-stream? And let's not even call it a co-stream because I Ed McMahoned your stream. That's all.
I was fucking on a controller too.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I did. I have not been able to top that in a given hour of Sea of Thieves, but I am 3 levels from Pirate Legends, so that's going to be happening this week.
That's impressive in itself. That's
a lot of time.
Need some Athena's quest from you.
I've been almost 85, 90% of it in a solo sloop too. So
dang.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Crazy bastard, man.
That's some real grind, man. That's some real grind.
Got a little bit of paladins in there, mixed in there a couple of times this week too. But
what do you main in paladins?
Like Victor or Tyra, something FPS-y.
I was about to drop out of this call if you said Sky.
No. I do a little bit of Fernando too when I can't get the FPS.
Fernando.
Don't call my name.
Hey, Ripe as Rain, man. The only Italian restaurant I've been to in the last 6 months played Despacito when I walked in. So I'm just telling you, it's that kind of year for me. Shit, I love it because all I've done this week is play D&D and Sea of Thieves with you guys. So it's been a fucking great week.
Oh, that's true. We did that. I forgot that was this week. We did that co-stream.
Yeah.
That
was the last.
Destroyed everyone.
Shit was fire. We had enough fun where we were like, hey guys, let's play that again a second night.
I mean,
that's true.
By everyone, I mean that same brigantine over and over again.
Yeah.
Never learned their lesson at all.
They got their shit
I like stubborn
stomped.
people like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe this time.
Man, too bad we couldn't play some Anthem tonight and not invite Mudcat. That would have been the only.
Yeah. I've been. You know what, man? It's been a while. I'm kind of jonesing for a fix of that. You know, it's been a while since someone's kicked me out of a party. So it's it doesn't happen to me a lot. So it's like a nice feeling. Like it reminds me that I'm human. You know.
Yeah. Hey, just wait for the D&D game when we can role play this because it's only going to get worse.
Yep.
So we're gonna kick right into this campaign tonight. We're doing a module, but I will remind you that modules are not, they're meant to be a framework. So if anybody who has actually went out and played this module before, Storm King's Thunder, I'm gonna change a whole bunch of it. So
Just a module with a little bit of homebrew side.
Yeah, this is gonna. There's
Dude,
a lot.
It's ale or nothing, man. Ale or nothing.
Yeah, it's a lot of improv. So this will be fun. It's a little bit more laid out. It's something we can do on Friday, even if I get like super slammed. I can come in and run this, especially now that we got a lot of the one-time work done tonight. And by God, there was a lot, but we're there. We're up and running. So I'm gonna go around and have everybody just kind of give their character name and just tell them, your race, your class, and then we're gonna go from there, man. So we'll start with you, Radio.
So my character is Histor Faust. He is a dragonborn soldier, about 50 years old. Ornery motherfucker. Respects people who have fought beside him in battle, respects people who have fought in battles. Little hard to make friends. So if you're trying to buy him a beer in a tavern, he's going to shy away and call bullshit until you actually prove yourself. And he's one of those people who believes, or one of those dragonborns who believe that you are worth what you do.
I like it. 90, what are you playing?
I am a male Aarakocra ranger named NiteCaulk.
C-A-U-L-K, Cook.
Like Cook.
Do you want to give me a little bit of the backstory? Is that what you want, or?
No,
or
man.
kind of
A little personality trait if you got it, and that's it.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Features and traits. Favorite enemy, natural. Of course, the ranger type.
But what's your personality? That's all they're shooting for. Like, radio's kind of an asshole until you prove yourself. What's
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. So my personality is I'm people that are friends with, but don't fuck with me. That's basically my personality.
I like it.
Yeah.
Mudcat. Tell us about your character.
I am Valas Taor, and I am a dark elf wizard, or a drow mage, if you prefer. Let me think. I'm making this all up right now.
That's the best part.
I am kind of a typical drow in the fact that I'm mistrusting of others and not easy to come by trust. I also am a little mischievous and have a slight addiction to wagers.
Oh, you're a gambler.
Gambler.
Let's go. I am going to be DMing and assisting, since we got two fresh to D&D players in NiteCaulk and RadioMang. And Mudcat, this is your second campaign, correct?
Yes, correct.
I'm going to be playing a DM PC. So you may have seen these in forums if you've read up on D&D, that it's like, oh my God, it's the cardinal sin. It's the worst thing. The DM's just going to collect loot and steal the thunder. So I will run a DM PC to help new parties quite often, especially if they don't have a healer. So I kind of get to be a heal bot, and I can kind of help assist with the RP and kind of keep things moving, and it's really fun for me. So I essentially create a character where I don't want any fucking loot. I don't optimize them. I have probably a pretty good chance of dying, and I enjoy the hell out of it to see if I can actually survive. So it's a good time for me. So I'm going to be playing Cheekios. And Cheekios is actually a male satyr, but I have the ability, since I'm from the Feywild, to assume the form of an elvish male. I got green eyes, and I got a luxurious long charcoal black hair, almost like myself. And I have a penchant for life, pursuit, and all things alcohol, as much of the characters from the Feywild do. If you're not familiar with the kind of setting that the Feywild is, if you've watched Stranger Things, when they go to the Upside Down, that is considered the opposite of the world that I'm from. The world I'm from is fairies and like exotic colors and neons, and so it's like this overexposed kind of like consumerism universe where everybody wants to live life to the fullest. They want to drink the most, they want to party the most, they want to they go down rabbit holes. They're always trying to live like, if someone's there, this is in the kind of realm where a party could go from a party and then all of a sudden someone's like, well, I've never killed someone before with my bare hands, and then they're like, that sounds amazing. That's the kind of thing. So it's like, it's a little chaotic at the same time. So I'm going to get to enjoy playing this this satyr druid very, very much. So without further ado, we're gonna kick this bad boy off. Oh, man, I never get to read from a script, so this is like, oh yeah, man, shit's done for me.
Give us the Shakespeare treatment.
I duly dothly protest.
And
Talk dirty to me.
by the way, mods that are out there, if anybody comes in that's wondering about D&D, go ahead and do the exclamation point D&D, and that will pull up a beautiful little sheet for everybody. All right, so everybody, we are starting as a group of adventurers that are already working together to make ends meet, and that's where you guys are going to begin on a trail headed towards a new town for the first time to find some gainful employment. After following the trail for 10 miles, you hear a ringing of a bell, a sound that grows louder as a town comes into view. A river flows around the settlement, forming a moat. The village itself is contained with a wooden palisade, beyond which you see a windmill, a tall steeple, high-pitched rooftops, several other buildings. Apart from the ringing bell, you detect no other activity in the village. The trail ends before a lowered drawbridge that spans the moat. Beyond the drawbridge, 2 stone watchtowers flank an open gap in the palisade. South of the village and surrounded by the river moat, is a cone-shaped, flat-topped hill on which stands a stone keep enclosed by a wooden wall. The keep, which overlooks the village, has partially collapsed. A wooden bridge that once connected the keep to the village has also partially collapsed. You guys are currently, the party is standing in front of that drawbridge that has been lowered. This is where you guys are going to start off with typical D&D questions, where if you want to have a perception check is looking at your surroundings. Investigation would be trying to stare at something to find something very specific.
I would like to see what I can perceive around the drawbridge moat entrance area. What can I see?
Go ahead, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, new character. 14.
14. All right. You look out, and you can see that there doesn't seem to be anyone within the watchtowers. There are no guards. It seems very, very desolate at the moment.
We do an investigation on that dilapidated house up on the hill, just for where we're standing.
Okay. What'd you roll?
Oh, 4.
Oh yeah, dice.
Nothing on a 4.
Okay, so you take the number that you roll on the dice, and you look and see you're doing an investigation check. So you'll see that there's a number for you for investigation. That'll be could be a negative, could be a positive.
It's a +1.
+1. Okay, what'd you roll?
4 + 1, so it's 5, right?
You stare off into the distance and kind of rub your eyes. You're way too tired to be able to entertain anything. To you, it looks like a big pile of shit.
That's about right. Hey, is that a big pile of shit up there? Tell me. I can't see anything because I must be fucking tired. It is blurry.
Are you asking if it's a literal pile of shit on the hill?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't tell. Honestly, it looks like a pile of shit from where I'm standing.
It appears to be some sort of structure.
All of you. Are you deaf too, Histor?
I didn't hear you because I had Valas barking in my ear on this side of me, and you're such a quiet little bastard. Speak up. Maybe we cut your hair off.
Malaka!
Make you a little louder. God damn.
Something doesn't seem right about this place.
Well, it's a keep and there's no one in the towers.
Could I investigate the drawbridge to see if it's structurally sound to walk across?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a give me an investigation check.
14.
14. Yeah, you peek over a little bit to the drawbridge. Yeah, seems like the drawbridge is still just fine. Seems like it's structurally intact. By the way, the bells coming from the steeple are still just ringing.
Well, I say we go see what the ringing's about.
Yeah.
Where's the ringing coming from?
Ringing is coming from the steeple inside the town.
Okay.
All right, I want to do an investigation on that because I want to see if it's a church or if it's something else. And that's an 11.
Meng's gone. What? Meng's gone from.
I have to import you back in because once again, whatever happened with the conference service just does not like it. So let's flip back so I can copy you and bring you into the new scene, shall we? Oh man, our new show's fun.
The network's gonna.
Yeah, getting shit canned.
Channel does not exist yet.
Well. Let's go ahead and remove that. I don't think it copied you properly. Let's try again. Let's try again. There you go. That's you. Copy you. New scene.
I'm copyable. Paste me.
Pasty.
I always did like to eat a lot of paste as a child.
Dude.
He made me so small. I love it.
Dude, the things God. That radio isn't called frequently, dainty.
Dainty.
Oh man. Twice tonight I've made you the most handsome man you've ever been, only to revert to your true form.
Well, it's what happens. No matter how hard I try, the bullshit always comes through to the top.
Can't sustain the power level.
All right, so I do believe we left off with an investigation to see what kind of building it was, if it was a church or whatever. It was an 11 on that.
11 on the investigation check.
Yeah.
Let's see. I gotta pull up my own map. Where's that bad boy? Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. No, okay, so you're able to look, and you can actually see the bell from where you're at. You can see that bell tower. Let's go ahead and reveal it for you. Bam.
Okay.
Oh, so it's right there by the gate. Okay.
Yeah. It's coming in hot.
Okay. Oh, well, you know, with everything that's going on and that damn loud racket, and there's no one else in this freaking town that we can see, should we go see what's going on in there? I mean, it's kind of dead out here, and I could probably use either some ale or a nap, or maybe even a little company for the night.
I don't think we're going to get much company in this empty town.
Somebody's ringing the bell, Valas. Somebody's ringing the bell.
There's
and
only
I'm picturing
us
her
here.
right now. She's a broad hip tavern wench.
I don't like what you're implying here.
Histor, I think you are confused exactly what kind of temple this is.
Yeah.
It's a temple. I'll spend the night in it if the price is right.
I just grunt and just walk across the drawbridge.
Yeah. So we just go.
It's like we're headed across the drawbridge.
All right. As you guys begin to walk across the drawbridge, I need somebody to give me I need everybody to give me a perception check.
What do I roll perception on? Same D20?
You roll the same
Nat
D20, and you're going to look at your perception stat, and it's going to be a modifier there.
Okay.
Nat one.
Nat one.
Nat one.
You've already checked the integrity of this bridge. You could care less what's going on.
and I'm following it because I shot the same nat one.
So
NiteCaulk.
I rolled it. You rolled a D20 there.
Yeah, you roll that D20.
Okay, I got
you're
an
going to
8,
add your
and then it
perception.
says my bonus for you said perception is +1.
Well, I'm sorry.
9?
What was your 9? 9?
9.
Yeah.
Yep.
You look down, and as you look into the water, you can see one solitary carp just come up out of the water. It's like it's speaking to you, but you're like, man, I am kind of hungry. And you have this urge, this animalistic like urge to maybe go down there and pluck that carp, but you continue walking. Oh, and the exact opposite. I roll on nat 20, so let's go.
All right.
Damn.
DM's taking all the
There
friggin'
it
loot.
is.
Damn it.
Yep, take it all.
The
the
looty
glory.
carp. Let's get it.
Cheekios begins to walk across the drawbridge, he notices there's a lot of footsteps and footprints leaving this joint, and not a whole lot entering. Valas, it looks like there's quite a bit of traffic leaving here. We might proceed with caution. You see footsteps. Oh, you see the footsteps?
I don't see the footsteps you're talking about, but if everyone's gone, then that means that.
And you can. You clearly, after he points it out,
that's fine.
everyone looks
That's
down
fine.
to the ground, and you can see that there's been a lot of traffic leaving this joint.
Clearly, someone is in need of help ringing the bell, so we should probably go see what's going on. Or are you too scared to walk into a small town?
No,
Valas, if there's one thing I know, it's walking into a trap. And it looks like a lot of people left this pile of shit up there on the hill. So,
Cheekios isn't scared. Cheekios is never scared.
Sounds like you're scared.
hey, here's an idea.
Footprints,
All else
though.
fails, we just roll Cheekios at him.
Maybe the
I'm on board with this.
maybe the
I'm
food
with
here
you,
is
fellas.
shit, and everyone wants to leave. All right.
Maybe they raise taxes.
It's kind of a shitty village. I mean, we came here more or less to take advantage of someone anyway. This might be just the place to do so, you know?
We did walk 10 miles.
Yeah, it's true.
Malaka.
He's right. I need to take my boots off for a couple of minutes. Oh, I guess if there's work to be had, town in peril isn't the worst place to go find something.
There may be loot left behind if there's no one here to guard it.
Cheekios likes the way that you think, Valas.
I think we should explore the town a little bit more.
Oh, sage wisdom from the NiteCaulk.
Hey, Nighty, you got those pretty wings. Why don't you fly around see if you can find something worth a shit?
Yeah, I can do that. I can fly around, right? Fly around the town.
Yeah, you can do
Let us
whatever
know
you
if you
want,
see
man.
any giants. I know you killed a few in your day.
Yeah, let me fly around a little bit, just see what I can find around the town.
All right, so you're gonna take off up in the air.
Yep.
And start surveying the scene. So let's go ahead and let's clear a little bit this for you.
Love the music, by the way.
All right.
Valas is a dancer.
So when you would do this kind of check, Nighty, you'll want to go ahead and give me a stealth check, so you can kind of survey the scene without just being like, what's up?
Like a chicken 10 feet in the air.
I'm just a birdie too.
Get out of my cage.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay, is that D20?
Yes. So all these checks are going to be D20s.
Okay.
And then you're gonna roll that D20. You're gonna add that modifier for stealth.
Oh, for stealth? Okay. +5 modifier. I rolled a 7, so 12.
All right.
That's not good.
So remember this: whenever you make a check, it's not you don't know you're failing a lot of times.
Okay.
It's kind of like you're doing your best to be stealthy, but you know at the end of the day, sometimes you're just a big fucking bird flapping your wings. And
Just the thought of the air
Big horny
moving.
bird flapping his wings.
so I'm gonna have you fly up around that tower first.
Okay.
Let's see here. All right. As you fly up to the top, you actually see a statue that's hoisting actually a shield with a large sun on top of it. I want you to give me a history check right now to see if you know exactly what that statue is referencing.
I got a 7 again.
Add your history modifier.
0.
0. Yeah. You're like,
Not going to Vegas,
man.
boys.
Yeah, you look up, you see a nice stone statue of a male, and he's holding up his shield. You don't know what the hell that is.
Hey,
but
can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Can he shout down to us what he sees?
he can, but you would understand that like he's trying to be stealthy and like fly up there and get the info and then come back. We're not cool enough to have the those elvish walkie-talkies that they have in Saved by the Smell Shadow Walkers yet.
just curious on what I can do.
Yeah.
D&D,
So-
you can do anything.
So you can see that there's a large bell tower up there with a bronze bell, and we've come in at moonlight at nighttime in this town, and it's just fucking ringing, man. Just going wide open, and you can see some stained glass windows with like the images of birth, the dawning sun, trees, and unicorns. And you notice that when you fly, kind of circle back around it, that the door is wide open.
see. I feel like I want to investigate that door.
All right. Go ahead and land back down in front of the door. Do you gesture back to the rest of the crowd? And I'm going to kind of lead you in just a little bit and kind of give you little tips like that until you get going.
Yeah. I gesture to my group. Come on over as we investigate. If you dare.
I join him by the door.
I'm right behind Valas.
All right. As you step up to the door, you can see that the moonlight is pouring in through the vaulted chamber, and you can see 4 stained glass windows set into the north and south walls. And beneath those windows are plain wooden benches for the elderly and the infirm to sit in. The room is mostly empty otherwise. It's standing against the back wall is a wooden pulpit with steps leading up to it. The floor of the temple is still just composed of dirt.
Can I roll a perception check with my superior dark vision to see if I notice anything in the shadows of the room?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 19 plus. Where's this thing at? Sorry, hold on. 21.
You can see that there's a door to a back room that's connected to this center area of worship, and you can hear that the ringing is definitely intensified in that direction.
It seems there's a door in the shadows in the back where that ringing's coming from. Would you guys like to go check it out?
Let's go investigate it.
Well, I'm looking at my equipment. I've got a torch in here.
Hmm.
Can I use my torch so we can see what's going on in the room?
Oh, absolutely. You want to go ahead and light up a torch?
Yep. Do I have to roll on it, or I just light a torch?
No, you don't have to roll on it, man. You can go ahead and light that bad boy up. Make it a little bit easier for your old ass eyes to see.
I'm gonna reach in my knapsack and spark up a torch. I'm gonna hold it inside the door, and then and do an investigation check towards where he was talking about. And it is a 7.
We're hot tonight, boys.
It's amazing. Your old dragonborn ass, just like getting woken up for a piss in the middle of the night. You barely slapped on the nightlight with your torch, and you're peering in. I can't see shit in here.
I use dancing lights to form a humanoid shape that lights up a 10-foot radius around us.
Oh, look at these nice lights. Now, everyone in town can see where we are.
Yeah, thinking about it, it might not have been the best thing to send up a flare since we don't know what the hell's going on here. But, well, that's why I got a sword.
Yep. And as you progress a little bit farther into the actual worship area, the ringing of that bell is just getting intense and obnoxious. So you guys are currently in the center with the moonlight pouring on you from the different stained glass windows.
Let's head towards the noise.
Let's do it.
Yep. I will go as well.
Hey, we got your 10-foot radius light leading the way. So,
Right.
NiteCaulk follows.
At least we can't have them sneaking up on it. Make our way towards the door.
Yep.
All right. As you get close to the door, I need you guys to roll a perception check for me.
13.
12.
5.
So Valas and Histor hear this, but Cheekios and NiteCaulk do not. You begin to hear just it sounds the exact same as a Fortnite chat. Just a bunch and just intense bell ringing from behind that door that's just cracked ajar.
So, Valas, you hear what I'm hearing, right?
Yes, it sounds like small Fortnite children.
Yeah.
V-Bucks,
I really don't feel
V-Bucks.
like getting teabagged on tonight. You think we're gonna have a problem behind that door?
Well, there seems to be 4 of us.
It's never the amount. It's always the enemy. You gotta.
Cheekios thinks this goes one of 2 ways. We go in for big balls to ground, or we sneak in. How big are
The way
your
you
balls
think.
today, Mr.
You know,
Hester?
I don't want to get into a fight if I don't have to.
Yeah.
I say we go for that. I say we go for the sneak.
Let's be sneak. Yep, let's do it.
I want to sneak in on this mother.
I agree.
Everybody give me a stealth check.
Ooh, Ligma! 21.
What do you want?
15.
15?
9.
Big ass wings.
As we begin to sneak in, what I can only assume Ghostbuster style. We crack open the door, and Valas and Histor are doing really well, but then just NiteCaulk and Cheekios just trip over the damn door and just kick that son of a bitch wide open.
And I, in frustration, and NiteCaulk.
And like it's like a scene from Gremlins, you can see the knotted rope that goes up to the steeple just has 4 goblins just giving this thing hell, dude. Just going up and down like small Fortnite children. Just kept biting at each
Have
other.
they built ramps? Do I see any ramps built?
The bell is V-Bucks, and they're the children. Just clamoring over each other. You can see that there's also two other goblins on the bed, just jumping up and down in the corner where there's a bed and kind of a personal area, and you can see that obviously the caretaker of this place of worship. This was definitely their room. I need everybody right now as you guys stumble into the room. All the goblins intensify and catch your gaze. I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yes.
Oh, initiative.
That will also be rolling a d20 and adding your initiative.
I'm
23
looking for initiative. I see
Up at the
investigation.
top by your armor class.
Oh yeah, +1, so it's 21.
23.
Okay,
Where's
hold on to that bad
Up-
boy for
Up at
just
the
a
top
minute.
between your walking speed and armor class.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I gotta actually
18.
I gotta bring up my
Nice.
character sheet here.
Hey, any of y'all speak Goblin? Just curious.
Boys been to Mexico. I don't speak Goblin, only Elvish and English, obviously.
I
'cause we're talking now.
don't speak Fortnite.
I speak
don't know.
V-Bucks. I'm fluent in V-Bucks.
I don't know if anybody got that marshmallow skin, so I had to check.
Oh, God.
All right. So, whenever we go into combat, guys, sometimes we are on a map and sometimes we're on theater of mind. Especially on smaller fights, we go theater of mind because it kind of keeps the brevity of this of the situation here. However, I will place some tokens down so I can mark this real quick. So we got some goblins.
Minis!
Bam. So you guys got a total of, there's actually a total of 6 goblins inside this room.
Okay.
They're all gonna roll together. Oh my god, I didn't grab a token for myself. That's hilarious.
Well, you did manage to pull this together in about 30 minutes, so you know.
Par for the course.
Hey. Oh, hey, at least I got a tiefling. That'll work. That'll work. That'll half-ass work.
Worst DM ever.
Ever, man. Okay. And we need 90 up in here. Oh god, I've made so many.
Where's the NiteCaulk?
The NiteCaulk. There's so many horrible birds I put in here to make fun of Tyson instead of like the actual token.
Is Tyson an agriculture?
Oh, very much so.
Oh, is he nice?
Yeah. All right. Sweetness. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add these bad boys in. All right, give me yours, Nutty.
What are you looking for?
Your initiative number.
Okay, just roll a 20.
No, you just rolled it. You just rolled it. You had it.
Oh, yeah, 18. Yeah, 18.
18. All right, Mudcat.
23.
Ooh, you got some extra initiative on that 20 roll, didn't you?
I got a +5.
I do too.
Lucky dog. I am 21.
War mage.
Good God.
Yeah, dude, the war mage is ridiculous.
Oh my God, my characters never have a plus to initiative. I'm so fucking happy right now. I'm usually just, I'm usually so fat and slow, just like real life. You said 21 radio?
Yes, sir.
All right. And goblins, I'm doing like I do a lot of times when we do a group of monsters, I roll for them once and give them all one turn.
Okay.
Oh
no!
Hey, these goblins do not want to give up their V-Bucks.
Shit.
Oh wow.
Of course they don't.
Of course.
Hey, even though you guys tripped into the situation, you're in good shape here.
Oh,
all right,
God.
starting the top of the round is you, Valas. As after you're annoyed after we stumble and bump into the room, it is your turn. There's actually still 4 goblins hanging on that rope still, and 2 of them just tearing the shit out of that bed.
Okay. Okay.
You don't have to be a murder hobo.
I gotta read.
And by the way,
I will.
Radio, you're on
cast,
deck. NiteCaulk, you are after that.
Okay.
I will cast a chromatic orb at one of the goblins on the rope, just a first level.
Awesome. All right. What style of orb are you going to conjure up?
Oh, I will do. I'll be smart about this. Let's do cold. Let's do cold. All right, so that is a 16.
16 will hit.
Uh, 15 damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna line these. I'm gonna line these out. Even though you can't see, we're not playing them with a grid. I'm still kind of lining them out so you guys can keep track of the damage here. I'll put these 2 as the bed. Awesome. All right, so you do 15 damage. You conjure up one of those chromatic orbs in your hand. And this is where you get to kind of flavor it, how you want to do it. You can make that shit look however you want to look as you hurl that shit at one of the goblins hanging on the rope.
I'm gonna take the orb in my hand, and it's not a perfect orb. It's more of a like a liquid, almost like waves on the surface, as if it's unstable. And I'm going to spin it in my palm, and as it spins faster and faster, I release it.
And as you do, it eviscerates that first goblin. So you can describe how it absolutely wrecks it. What point of entry you hit that guy?
That the orb travels through the air and the spinning motion rifles the orb, and it digs in right into the goblin's throat and passes through the. Yeah, he chokes on his own blood.
No tactical shotgun for that Fortnite kid. As the black Icarus blood pours down onto the other three underneath them, they continue to swing on that rope. That's going to use your action.
And I take my hand and I blow it off. It's kind of a, in triumph. And I think that's it. I don't think I have a bonus action, actually. I don't know.
All right, you can, and on that, you can say something to the party. If you got any kind of like information to relay or anything like that, it's a good time at the end of your turn to do it.
Okay. You should kill the goblins.
Well, all right then.
Fine. I was itching for a fight, anyways.
Yeah, right.
All right. Histor.
You ready for this one?
I'm ready for it.
So I'm gonna reach behind me. I'm gonna pull out my great sword. So I'm going to attack the next goblin down on the rope.
Yeah.
And I'm going to not only swing at him, but I'm also want to swing at the rope at the same time.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
All right. So you're going in for one big, long stroke.
Because this great sword is a big, heavy, two-handed weapon. So I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna just absolutely take the biggest jump swing in the world at it. So let's see what happens.
Got it. All right. Roll that beautiful beam footage. Roll to attack.
So it's an 8. And do I get an attack bonus or anything?
You're gonna roll a d20.
Yep.
And then you're gonna add your attack modifier for your weapon.
So that is my great sword is a 2d6 plus 3.
No. You're doing damage. I need you to roll a d20, and then
d20.
You can see down wherever your weapon's at. It's gonna have a plus to hit.
Oh, okay, there it is. Plus 5. Got it.
Plus 5. So you're going to roll a d20 and add 5 to it.
So it's a 13.
A 13. As you wheel up and you're like, God, this is going to be a great fucking idea. you can't seem to focus on whether you want to hit the rope more or the goblin. And as you take a swing, you just whiff on connecting with that goblin. But your sword is big enough to make contact with that rope. And you do, and you cut it. And those goblins just spill out to the ground. Into a pile on the ground.
So at least I got them on the ground. Good. I guess I don't get any other actions. I don't have any combat actions.
At level 3, I don't believe you have a second attack. You just have a bonus action.
So I'm going to lean over to old NiteCaulk and say, all right, they're on the ground. I fucked up, but can you finish them?
Yeah.
Just for reference, you guys, these combats this is all happening within a minute duration. So each of the turns are like 6 seconds. So it is like super quick, even though we make it super slow and turn based. Just to let you know. All right, NiteCaulk.
Could I cast the Hail of Thorns?
You absolutely
Potentially?
can.
Okay.
You could try.
You can always try.
You could certainly try. The famous last words of Matt Mercer.
You do that.
You do that. I want
right.
to hump it.
So.
It was forged by my ancestors.
All right. I'm gonna help guide you with this. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next time you hit a creature with a ranged attack before the spell ends, this spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon. In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw. So that would be all of those goblins in that pile. A creature takes D10. worth of piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So this is a bonus action. So you essentially, you powered that shot up. What you're gonna do is now you're gonna make that spell attack.
Okay. So a D20 for that? Or?
You're just gonna make your weapon attack is what you're gonna make. So go ahead and roll your D20 and add your bow plus to hit.
Okay, where would I find that at?
On your sheet. You should look at actions, and this is going to be right underneath initiative. Yep. You'll see your bow.
You said, I'm just looking here. I see melee attack and an unarmed strike. Is what I see.
Oh, go to your equipment.
In equipment.
Equipment.
Okay.
And then scroll down to inventory and just click on your
longbow.
items.
Longbow. Okay.
Yeah, put it on your person.
Okay. Yep. So I equipped the longbow.
Yep.
And you said roll a D20.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and then so I rolled 18. That's what I rolled.
Awesome. So you see the longbow in attacks now, correct?
Well, hang on. Longbow. Okay, and then I go to attacks here, or is it actions? So yeah. Okay, longbow. Okay, plus. It says +7.
+7. So yeah, you can roll to 18. It's a 25. You very much hit.
Let's go.
So go ahead and roll damage on the initial arrow that you're about to drop.
Okay. Is that so? It's a 1d8 +3. So the 8, right?
Yep. Roll the 1d8.
4 + 3 is a 7.
All right, 7 points of damage. The first goblin that you hit with the arrow, as you pull back your bow, describe where you want to hit and kill that goblin.
Right in the nuts.
The first one, as you stumble into the door, you immediately pull out your longbow and sink an arrow into the sack of that little V-buck startled goblin. And as it hits, it actually knocks him back and it pegs him back to the bed. And he's just stuck there, hanging, and he kind of slumps over. Now you get to roll your damage for your Hail of Thorns. All right?
Okay.
So here's what's going to happen. I, as the other two goblins, have to roll a dexterity saving throw. Okay?
Okay.
You're gonna have a complicated thing called a spell save DC on your sheet. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm gonna try and find where that is on your sheet for you real quick.
It's under spells at the top by modifier spell attack. It says spell save DC.
Very perfect. God,
where's
I
it
love these sheets. Click on spells.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
right next to actions. There you go.
Yep. And then
Spells here.
you should see save DC.
I don't see that.
There's going to be,
I'm
there's
under
3
spells.
stats. You click spells and then there's modifier, spell attack, and save DC.
Oh, 11.
Okay, 11.
11.
Okay, so I'm rolling a dexterity saving throw, and if I roll underneath that, I take full damage.
Okay.
All right, the little fuckers succeed. So they're able to scamper out of the way of the thorns for the most part. But you get to roll, they're gonna take half of that damage. So roll a 1d10.
Okay. So I have a dice that's like 10 through 100. So I'm guessing that's the D10, the 10-sided.
Yeah, your 10-sided die.
20.
22?
No, 2.
Oh, 2.
I rolled a 20, so that would be a 2, right? 2 on the 10-sided die.
You should have a straight 10. You should also have a straight 10.
It should look like it should look your percentage dice, but it's just got the numbers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 20. So there's a 10, 20.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
so
it's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it'd be a 2, correct?
Okay. So they each, as the thorns shoot out on the floor, they just kind of get it's like getting a cockabur stuck on their ass.
Great, you pissed them off.
They all take 1 point of damage. Go ahead and mark this guy dead.
God, must be those ghost bullets.
All right, so you've used your bonus action, and you used your action now. So unless you want to holler out something, your turn is over.
Get him.
Oh man,
all right, that's all 3 turns.
Oh.
All right.
This is hilarious because I don't think I can't actually do anything. I gotta go in.
No.
As Cheekios, you can't do anything.
No,
Come on, man. Come
No,
on.
I actually do. I got a. I swear to God, I've never used this before either. I have a fucking sling.
Let's go, Cheekios.
I have a fucking
Let's
sling.
go, Cheekios.
Oh yeah.
I have
Let's
a
go,
sling.
David and Goliath scenario.
I can
Go.
honestly say, in all of D&D, I have never shot a sling before.
Why would you really?
All right, I actually have to add that son of a bitch on. Let's see here. Hilarious. Yeah, didn't think I would actually try to shoot this fucking thing.
Damn Fortnite goblins, I swear.
Free box.
Can I have a shout out, please? Can I play?
They're all wearing black knight skins.
Yeah. That's funny.
Well, it's just
Their mom-
swinging over there.
Their mom's credit cards hanging out of their back pockets. Yeah.
Took my allowance away again.
Like if you like 25,000 free V-Bucks.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna try and shoot one of the little fuckers in the ass as he takes off. Yeah, fucking 21.
Nice.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Ah, yes. I rolled max damage.
Yeah.
I'm feeling inspired by fucking NiteCaulk's awesome ranged nut shot. I hone in. It looks like in Super Smash Brothers when the target comes up and I can see that goblin taking off and I can just see his satchel from his rear and I aim to hit him as hard as I can on the back inside of his nuts underneath his loincloth and I pop off that slingshot with all the force I got and I kill him with shame. I just explode his sack and he falls face forward into the dirt, drooling. Oh my God, thank you guys. I've never done that before. And I go, oh yeah, NiteCaulk, yeah, the sack. This room is all about the sack. All right, so it's gonna end my turn. Black Hawk down. All right. So
Three of those little bastards left.
Oh my God! All right. So the first one from the rope that's been scurrying away, he's gonna pull out his short bow and pop off a shot over at you, Mudcat.
Okay.
That is I'm gonna assume that you put on your mage armor at the very part. Used your reaction to put on your armor.
What was the roll?
I was saying I assume that your mage armor is on.
I have another reaction I could use. I don't know yet though.
Okay, gotcha. That's a 13.
That ties. Does that hit or not? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna use my arcane deflection then as my bonus action.
Let's go, arcane deflection. How does it work?
You're
just
hit by an
deflect
attack. I deflect. I can gain a +2 bonus to AC.
Oh, nice. All right. So that goblin turns around, he pops off a shot, and you can just snag that bitch right out of the air.
Nice.
Feeling the imminent danger, you see this goblin immediately. He scurries and just like a bad Korean horror film, gets down on all fours and tucks underneath that bed, and you lose sight of him. He's using his bonus action for a nimble escape.
Okay.
So he is using his action to hide. His bonus action to hide. All right, cool. That is set. The other two goblins up on the bed are also going to pull out their short bows. They're going to take one shot at Mudcat, and they're going to take one shot at RadioMang. Ooh, that is a 19.
I can't cast any spells till the end of my turn, so I'm going to take that damage.
I have a reaction called opportunity attack. What does that mean?
You're going to have to read it.
It literally says actions in combat, opportunity attack. There we go. You can
attack,
make one opportunity attack when a hostile creature that you see moves out of your reach to make the opportunity attack. Use the reaction.
Yes.
Make one melee attack against the provoking creature. The attack occurs right before the creature leaves.
I got you. Let me explain to you what it is. So it's if someone is standing next to you, locked in combat, if they try to leave and they don't have something that helps them escape, you're able to hit them as they leave. Is what an attack of opportunity is. So yes, you guys are both going to take the damage on this.
You also that can also happen to you if you run away. FYI.
Yes, same thing. You guys take 7 points of piercing damage as 2 arrows. Rolled hot.
Jesus
2 arrows
Christ.
come in. One hits you in the clavicle, Valas. The other one finds the just that spot in your rib cage in between pieces of your plate armor and sinks in. You guys can feel the blood start to trickle out. That is going to end the goblin's turn. They are both going to try and hide underneath this bed. They're also going to tuck in and use that action. All right.
So
Valas, it is your turn.
are they all hidden? Is there none
Yes,
of them in
they're
sight?
all 3 of them have hid underneath the bed.
Hold on a second then. What kind of action would it take my action to go in a fit of rage and flip the bed? Would that take my action?
Yeah, flipping the bed would be an action.
Okay.
You can on stuff like this, so you can't see them, but you kind of know where they're at. You can throw something up there. You'll have disadvantage on trying to hit it.
You know what? I got a dagger. Let's try to throw it.
You're throwing the dagger at the bed?
He's throwing a dagger underneath the bed.
it. Like I'm trying to side arm it.
underneath it. Okay.
He's trying to flush that little V-Buck gremlin out of there.
I got. I'm gonna try to sidearm it
You sidearm that bitch in there.
with a flip it right underneath the bed and tag one of them.
Got it.
So you said disadvantage.
Yeah, roll that with disadvantage.
All right. That is a 14.
So disadvantage, you roll twice and you take the worst roll.
Yeah. 14 is the worst roll.
14. You come unbelievably close to hitting one of them. Because you hear, yeah! But you hear that dagger sticking to the ground underneath the bed.
Yeah, okay, that's all I can do.
All right.
Are you ready? So,
Histor.
I'm Dragonborn, right? So I've got my breath weapon. So I'm going to use my fucking flame cone underneath the bed.
All right. In this case, there's no way for these little fuckers to get away. So we're gonna go ahead and rule this. If you roll to attack, if you hit, you're hitting all of them. And I'm not having you roll with disadvantage because you're gonna be able to just bust up underneath this.
Right.
This is
I'm
where we
literally
need
gonna
the first fan art of the fucking campaign is on ball sack shots and you blowing these fuckers out.
I am literally blowing fire under the bed to fuck every single one of these things up.
Just in a fit of pissed off rage.
Yep.
For missing the first
I've
one.
had enough.
All right.
I had a missed shot. I've already got a little bit of bruised ego. They've been scampering under this bed. Let's see. It's that's an 11. So my breath weapon is got a 15-foot range, 10 dexterity, and it says a 2d6.
What is it? What does it say?
The first roll.
What's it say for the attack? Does it say to even roll for it?
It says attack save, dex 10.
Okay, there you go. So it's a dexterity save. So it's you don't even roll. These little fuckers roll, and if they roll a dex save underneath the 10, then they're getting hit. If they roll higher than that, then they're gonna roll out from the other sides of the bed.
Perfect.
Oh, it's a crit fail. It's a crit fail.
Oh, nice.
No. See, that's good for you.
fail.
The goblins crit fail. They can't
they crit
scamper
fail.
around.
Oh,
I need you to roll your damage.
My d6.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be. See, that's a 4. So is it now? It says 2d6. So do I roll it twice and add them together?
Yeah.
roll 2 of them.
Roll 2d6 and give me the total.
And 1. So 5.
All right. You do 5 points of damage. Let's see here. There is on these guys. There's one. Awesome. All right. As you lift up the bed skirt on this bed and just drop down to one knee, I can see you smiling as that look in your eye. Go ahead and describe how you blast.
I pull the bed skirt up, slightly tuck back, and look at my boys with this shit-eating grin. Poke my nose under the bed, and huff this gigantic flame that shoots under the bed and out and around. Just absolutely fucking singeing anything underneath.
Just roast each bedpost. These goblins are hanging on by a thread of life. One of them is completely blackened, who takes the front row. You can see when you let loose, you actually burned one of those thorns off that NiteCaulk stuck into him. He's completely coated like a burnt marshmallow. The other two are burnt badly. Their bows were just incinerated underneath, and they're currently just barely breathing heavy, laying kind of prone out from underneath the bed. Would you like to do anything for your bonus section?
I don't have any bonus section other than I'm gonna tell NiteCaulk if he brought marshmallows now would be a good time to pull them out.
Nice.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
NiteCaulk, it is your turn, and then I am on deck, and then the goblins.
So they're still, 2 of them are still hanging on then? Is that what we got?
All 3 of them are still alive. One of them is just fucking toasted.
Okay. Let's go ahead and use the longbow again, since they're kind of like hanging on there.
Yep.
So I'm trying to remember this now. So
go to your actions.
Yep.
Go to attack.
Longbow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Roll that
Yep,
d20
longbow.
and then add your hit, which was
9
a plus
total.
5. So what'd you roll?
It's a +7. It's a +7. I rolled a 2.
Oh,
Jesus.
brutal. So
I
unfortunately,
hit her for two damage with a shotgun. My bad.
You kneel down to pop off one of the shots. Actually, you get advantage because they're laying over prone, so you get to roll again and take the best. So this is This is what happens when somebody is laying down. A lot of times with ranged attacks, if somebody were to lay flat, it would be harder to hit. But you're like right over the top of these guys because they're just kind of spilled out from those flames. So go ahead and roll twice, roll another time, and if it's higher,
rolled
you
a
get
12 plus 7 is 19.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Let's go.
That hits.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, 1d8 plus 3. I rolled a 7. So I rolled a 4 plus 3. So
Yeah, go ahead and describe the demise as you shoot another arrow in one of those goblins.
Okay, I shoot another arrow out at them, and it's screaming, "Give me V-Bucks! Give me V-Bucks! Give me V-Bucks!" And then I hit all of them in what remains of their nut sacks.
I can see a trend here.
Jeez.
I can see a trend.
And then they shout out my channel when I destroy them.
Oh, it's so meta, so quick. As your arrow once again pierces the burnt marshmallow sack of one of the goblins out, and it expires with a breath of air. That's all you hear. All right. You want to use anything for your bonus action?
I have 2. I have weapon fighting or hail of thorns, which I really don't think any of those 2 would really do me any. Because so what's the next step? I guess if I do the hail of thorns, is that like a seal to put the nail in the coffin type thing, or do I have to do a bonus action?
No, you do not have to do a bonus action at all. In
this case, being that I'm new, would it be beneficial to do bonus action, or more? Would it hurt me?
No, I would save your stuff because you got these guys on the ropes. No need to burn some of your higher level stuff.
I'll end my turn.
All right.
I'm gonna purge their messages from my chat. So I'm gonna.
All right. I'm gonna take a shot at the one that has the burntest of the marshmallow. As I'm gonna take my sling out. Yes.
Nice.
Fucking 18.
Let's go.
I don't even have to roll damage on it. I sink this one just into its eye socket. It's one little beady yellow eye that's peering out. As it just sinks in, and you can hear it. It's like throwing a stone into a fresh watermelon. Just and it just falls back and crashes down. My bonus action, I take off one of the water skins. Actually, it's a wine skin. I take the wine skin off and I chuck it over to Valas. Cheekios says you should probably drink up.
Then I'll take a drink.
You just snag it. Let's see here. It'll be Goblin's turn, so you can't drink out of it just yet. But
Gotcha.
on your turn, I allow as bonus actions for you to be able to drink potions and do shit like that. Helps kind of speed the game up a little bit.
Okay.
All right. One goblin left. He's just gonna lash out at you, Histor. With what strength he has left, he's just gonna jump at you with his scimitar. Ooh, that is that's a 21 to hit.
Oh,
Woof.
Max damage. He comes at you like a spider monkey. 8 points of damage as he comes out with his scimitar and goes for your throat.
I don't suppose having my shield does anything, does it?
What's your AC with your shield?
What the hell is an AC?
It'll be AC is your armor class.
Oh, it's 18.
18. Yes. So that's with your shield. So yes, I hit with a 21. So no, you're getting that scimitar to the throat as that burnt goblin dives out and sticks you in the neck.
Ooh.
You were badly hurt.
Yeah. You said that with how much damage?
You did 8 points of damage. So you took 7 in the first and then 8.
Yep.
Damn.
So you're bleeding profusely from this goblin hanging at your neck at the moment.
All right, down to 7 hit points left, and I got a goblin with a fucking scimitar hanging out of my neck, and I'm standing here now.
All right, Valas, it is your turn.
Okay, so I will drink from that wine sack.
Yeah, you pop out the wineskin, and you throw that sucker back, and just take 1 gulp, 2, and you're like, fuck, that is delicious wine. But at the same time, you can see your wound up around your clavicle where the arrow hit slowly begin to heal up and push that arrow out. You get 5 hit points back.
Nice. Okay. Now does drinking that, if I were to, how far is this room across? Like to where the bed was?
Not a very big room. Let me double check here real quick. It's pretty small.
So you said that how many? One goblin like vanished to a room. You're saying?
No, I got one. The last goblin is literally hanging from me with a scimitar in my fucking shoulder.
It's like a 10 by 20 kind of rectangled room.
Okay. So since I drank from that wine skin, can I still run over and pick up my dagger?
That's your So that was your bonus action to drink that wine skin. If you want to pick up your you'd be going like underneath the bed.
Okay. It's still okay.
Kind of to get it.
Let me just fucking blast it with something.
Actually, hold up. Since it's just hanging up there, for the sake of brevity, I'm gonna let you grab your fucking dagger and go ahead. Since it's hanging there, roll with advantage because it's literally stuck on Histor's throat.
Okay, I will run and grab my dagger and then try to stab at this guy with advantage. You said okay.
Yeah, with advantage.
24.
Oh yeah, you get it. And go ahead and roll damage on that. You should be just fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. 6.
Oh, 6. Yeah, go ahead and describe the demise how you kill that goblin.
I will run over towards the goblin and I guess since I ran over and grabbed my dagger first, I'm coming from behind it. I'll grab it by the back of the head and shove my dagger through the back of its neck. Actually, no, out its mouth.
It comes out of its mouth, and you can actually smell the salami breath on that little booger picker.
God. Dear God.
Jesus. Goblin blood is the worst. Or some of that's mixed with a lot of my own.
Cheekios smells potted meat, salami. Ugh. Histor, your farts smell like mothballs. They don't normally smell this way. These goblins are disgusting. Ugh.
At least this one's not hanging off me anymore, Cheeky.
Since you guys are out of combat, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and refill your beverage. Guys, we'll be back in less than 5 minutes. You guys survived. Nobody died. I got a little worried. I rolled max damage twice. Things can be a little tricky at level 3.
Shoot. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go grab a beverage. I will be right back.
Same.
Yeah, as long as one person hangs back with chat, that'll be great.
All right. Chat, how you guys doing tonight? You're doing good. Also good. Yeah, guys, thanks for those follows. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being here with the group. I'm a noob to D&D, but this is fun, man. This is exciting. I always wanted to play. Man. You're eating cereal and watching. What kind of cereal are you eating? Ivan, what kind of cereal are you eating, buddy? Captain D&D is always great. Man, it is. It's like, it's so hard because I'm not like the greatest at improv, you know? So I try to be, but it's fun. It's fun, man. Like, so you notice me kind of get stuck sometimes, but I'll try my best. I love improv. I know I try, like I said, there's like certain moments I'm like, I feel like I'm in my element. Then but I feel like it's like experience, right? As you do something, you'll get better at it over time, and you'll be able to think of creative things to say and how to change the story and all that. So yeah. Wolfen House, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So I'm excited, man. When Rob asked us to do this, it was a lot of fun. I thought it was pretty cool. For him to ask us to kind of do something like this. That's pretty cool. Seems like a chill campaign. I usually just ask, hey, what would my character do? See, I have this really cool, and radio's there. So I have this really cool, is it action or it's a reaction. It's called the bark skin. And what that is see,
it lets you doesn't it like turn your skin to like an outer protective shell?
Bark skin, your skin turns bark-like appearance until you use a bonus action reaction to revert back to your normal appearance. Your base AC becomes 13 plus your Constitution modifier. The spell ends if the target dons armor or if you dismiss the spell as an action. So I guess I gotta figure out how to use that one. Is that like necessarily just? I guess would that be considered an action? Because it's a spell that you have to cast.
I thought you said it was a reaction though.
Well, yeah. Well, no. Well, yeah. Actions in combat. There's a spell, so you can. So essentially, if the goblin were to try to attack me, I could throw that spell. Essentially, I think that's what that
bark skin on until
as a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know. It's
90, here's how I rule that. It's like Colossus's armor in X-Men. When you see danger, you get into a fight.
Yeah.
There's some bitch just turns on. So the beginning of each battle, you and Mudcat can both put your armor up. So his is mage armor, yours is bark skin. At the beginning of the battle, I'm gonna role play and call what it looks like when that happens. So you don't have it right now, but the next battle, you'll remember to turn that shit on.
Okay, so do I have to use that as like an action at work then?
No, that is a reaction.
Reaction. Okay, so if they were trying to attack me, I could be like, well, I'm going to use this spell.
No, this is how I rule it. All you have to do is sense danger.
Okay, gotcha.
So I just do it to knock it out of the way at the beginning of a battle.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
The only way you're not going to have it on is if somebody surprises you and it's not on.
So like when before we walked into the room, if you sensed danger, you could have thrown it on there, and then after we stumbled into the room,
these little V-Buck fuckers are around here.
I probably won't default mine on because I have the arcane defense. So I'll choose based on the roll.
And yours stays on for 8 hours. Like I said, once it's on, it's kind of on.
But if I don't want to waste the spell if I don't have to.
Exactly.
If I could just arcane defense it.
Yeah, you just tell me when you're doing it. All right. So you guys are currently out of combat right now, inside that temple's back room.
I would like to investigate the body of the one that I put the chromatic orb through its neck.
Gotcha. Look down, you can see that there's 3 blocks of incense.
Oh, 3 blocks of incense.
Can
I take those?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I don't know what
there's there's a small silver holy symbol with a unicorn's head.
Do I know what this unicorn's head represents?
Roll a history check.
1 second. 13.
13. Let's see here. Give me 1 second, because I want to get the pronunciation correct. And I can do that because it's a god. It's a
Oh, damn it. I forgot a notepad. Oh, here's a piece of paper. Hold on. Got it.
Oh, where's the pronunciation key on that bad boy? Hey, we're going with you can tell by looking at it, you can see it's Maliki, the Lady of the Forest. Maliki. You Maliki hi Mikahani ho. You know it's
Come on, you want to lick?
the cultural phrase of its people and worshippers.
So is Maliki the Lady of the Forest?
Yes. You can tell that this is a temple partially dedicated to her.
Okay.
Observing the unicorns that were up in the stained glass windows.
Cool.
Can I go check and see what's on the little goblin that's posted to the wall with his nuts hanging from him?
Oh, absolutely.
And it's a 11 plus 1, so that's 12.
You don't have to roll on this. You're just
okay.
You're just pilfering at this point.
Yep.
Let's see. You actually see 3 empty vials that used to contain holy water. It looks like that little shit drank them all. And as you continue to look, you see that there's a unlocked little wooden box that he has that has 37 copper inside of it.
Oh,
Bitch.
37 copper. I'll take that.
It's some real good shit there, Clark.
It's a high quality item.
That's nice right there. I'll tell you what. I'll put that in my pocket, and I'm gonna as I pocket that 37 copper. I'm gonna ask Valas if I can have that wine sack that Cheekios threw him earlier because I'm still bleeding from the neck at this point.
As you ask Valas before you can even talk, you get a tap on the shoulder. Histor, Doninka, and he hands you another wineskin.
Better believe I'm gonna drink the hell out of that thing.
Is
wine running down the sides of my face and down the front of my armor, just absolutely drinking hard.
And he goes, Histor, you big man, you can handle too. He pulls out his last wineskin that he has and gives you a second one, and you could choose to down that as well.
How much did I get for the first one?
5 hit points, and you'll get 5 on the second.
I'm gonna drink them both.
Yeah. As you slam them, you sense it is really delicious wine, man. It is some good shit. And you can feel your wounds start to heal up as the arrow kind of forces out of your rib cage and shoots out. But you can tell you definitely got a pretty good buzz now, even with your size, being a big dragonborn.
Nice.
You know that like if you had another, it might be a little difficult to swing your sword.
So I'm gonna hand the 2 empty wineskins back to Cheekios. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and smile and say thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see here. You guys also, just from the goblins that are laying there are 2 short bows that are left that didn't get incinerated, and there's 2 of the scimitars left that didn't completely get tore up.
Are scimitars short swords?
Nope, they're scimitars.
No. Okay. I didn't know if they classified
Explain what
under
that
short
is.
swords.
No.
Can you explain what a scimitar is then?
It's a curved blade.
Scimitar is the curved blade. So when you think of like
Okay.
Prince of Persia and like
Yeah.
That's what was
You said 2
stuck in
scimitars
Histor's neck.
and 2 curve bows. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the scimitar that's out of my neck I'm gonna put it in my bag, and I'm gonna keep that one.
Actually, go ahead. You got 3. You got one of them that was in your neck, and then we're gonna say that 2 more are left undamaged from the scuffle.
Well, I'm gonna take the one from my neck in the fight, and I'm gonna put it away. You guys can have the other 2.
Yeah, I'll take one of the ones.
As I look at it with my blood on it, I'm gonna hold it up in the air and go, "Hey boys, look, a souvenir!" and tuck it back into my bag. You can have the other 2.
I'm gonna snag one of those short bows.
There you
I
go.
I have no use for bows or scimitars, so I give the extra. I just let you guys have the extra one as you want.
Man can have.
All right, I'll tuck it away in my bag as more bounty from this fight.
And all right, so you guys are currently in the back room. You haven't really got to survey it yet. You've just kind of pilfered through the bodies.
Is there any way I can investigate one of the? Is there's 2 remaining goblins, right?
Yep.
Could I investigate one of those?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
And you pilfer through
All right.
the first goblin that you hit in the sack, and you actually you actually pull out a small pouch, and when you open it up, the smell just knocks you back.
It's made from a nutsack.
Just absolutely putrid, whatever the hell is in there, and you drop it to the ground. Ugh, just disgusted. And you look back over at the at the other that slumped over, and I need you to give me a investigation check.
Okay. Yeah, +0, so 18.
18. You just have a feeling. Something in your gut tells you take a knee, and the rest of the group is watching you as you flip up the loincloth of this of this goblin, and it's like a scene from Goonies as you as you take your dagger and peel the cheeks open of that goblin. And you find in that goblin's prison wallet his keister stash. 2 gold coins in his little Fortnite buns.
Better than copper.
You peel those out with your knife. And NiteCaulk, I can honestly say Cheekios has never seen anyone do that before. That is both disgusting and genius.
Hey, Nighty, I think you might want to wash those coins before you try and spend them in the tavern. That's disgusting.
And I take those coins and I'm gonna wash
Wait.
that sack at
Can I use
Yes, you can.
does prestidigitation clean shit?
Oh, absolutely. Describe what you do.
Okay, so I'm just gonna raise my hand up towards those coins and expel all of the soiled material off of them. Shine them up for you.
all right.
In your hands,
in
you see
return,
just
I
an
give,
amazement
Valas
wonder.
1 coin. Thank you.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Mhm.
And throw the remains of the sack at what's your character getting?
You gonna throw it at Faust?
Faust, yeah.
Faust.
I lean over and look at your coin. And I give it a little sniff. And goes, clean. Cheekios think very clean. And I use Druidcraft. And I sprout up a little daisy that extends and comes right out of its cheeks, and just hangs there in full bloom.
Seems
Nice.
some mighty weird shit in my day, but you know what? That's just another thing I'm gonna add to my memoirs.
So you guys are currently still in this room. You guys haven't checked anything out other than just pilfering the goblins. Would anybody else like to search the room in general?
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
like
absolutely.
to. I'd like to look up towards the bell. I guess and kind of see what the hell the goblins were doing in the first place, if I can. Like
You
what
look
they
up
were.
and you largely see that the tower is untainted. It looks like they were literally just doing it for the lulls, and just just why in the hell out of that bell over and over again for no reason other than the fact that pure enjoyment. You look down and you see that the bed is just fucking torn to fucking pieces. And you can see that the floor is strewn with the contents of the 2 wooden chests of priestly vestments and worthless little personal items scattered about. You can definitely tell that this was the goblins doing.
Well, it doesn't appear that there's anything of value left here for us. We may want to search the rest of the perimeter, and maybe there's potentially more goblins.
I'd agree.
Cheekios thinks one can say pretty confidently that people left town when the goblins got here. No?
Probably. I wonder if there's any more in the tavern, if the place has got a tavern.
At the very least, we could drink.
Yes.
Perhaps we could play cards.
If I were a shit-grinning goblin, I would be in the tower too. Oh no, the bar. Yes, no doubt.
So it seems like we should go and make sure the bar is safe.
I agree.
Cheekios thinks this is a great plan.
Nah. I guess there's nothing left to do here since we already killed the baddies. So let's go find the boys.
Let's go ahead and clear these goblins off the board. All right, you guys walk back out through the moonlight, through the center of the vaulted temple, and as you guys look up, you can clearly see the signs of Maliki, Mikahaini Ho, and at this point, it finally kind of clicks in your brain, your brain.
Brian.
You look up and you can see, it's the images of Lathander. Yes, the sun god as well. So you can tell it was a dual temple in this town. And as you walk out, you can see some inscriptions that reveal the name of the city, being Nightstone. You guys walk out the very front. You guys are currently outside the temple now.
So we walk out of the. If I walk out of the temple, I lower my hood and my white flowing hair falls down my neck and my back. It's shaved close on the sides in a mohawk. As I'm sensitive to the sun, so I kind of relish a moment in the moon with it shining down on my face.
Oh yeah.
About the prettiest thing I've seen in a month.
So we're on our way to the temple, right? Right, guys?
Tavern.
To tavern, yeah.
It's a temple of sorts.
How far are we? How far are we from the tavern?
Go ahead and give me a perception check as you guys walk out. Because all I had you do was scan that temple when you first walked in. And if you guys want to look on the board here, I'll give you a little ruler. This is right where you're at. You just walked out of this building.
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a 15 plus 1 perception. It'd be 6.
Sorry, your gate cut out there for a second.
It's 16 on perception.
16? Cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna mark it with Mudcats. Gotcha. So it doesn't even matter for everybody else. You kind of look up and turn your head, and you immediately see. You're like, oh yeah, center of town, right there. That's totally the city center. That's definitely got to be the inn.
Okay.
So are we going to walk over that direction?
Yeah. Well, I mean, would I have the ability to fly towards that just to kind of scout the area?
Yeah, you can fly up there and go check. You want to go ahead and stealth again real quick?
Yep. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I might be interested in stealthing over there and checking in some of the windows.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You gotta Stealth. Okay, so 17 plus 5, it's 22.
22. Yeah, stealthy. I'm going to go ahead and roll for stealth as well. Since everybody is, go ahead and roll as well. Histor and Valas.
16. Let's go.
Oh, that's a 7.
No. It's always one of us.
All right. 90, you fly up to the top and you can tell that there's still something left cooking inside the inn, as you can smell the smells of roast meat and stews, but it largely looks like the windows have show a little bit of condensation on the inside, are kind of hard to peer into. You can see that there's definitely a second story inside this inn as you kind of wrap and fly around. Is there anything specific you want to try to do up on top?
I guess I would like to. You said there was windows up top. You said.
Yeah, there's two like dormer windows on either side.
Okay, I'd like to peek in one of the.
All right. Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check as you look in.
Okay. Okay, 20. Yeah, plus 0, so 20.
20. All right. You can see there's a large, and you go down to this window specifically because you see a large hole inside the roof as you flew over, and you kind of peer in and you can see a large falling rock has punched a hole in the roof and it's tore away most of the floor and coming to a rest down in the dining room, and it destroyed 2 beds and a wardrobe through that chamber, leaving just a desk and a chair tucked away underneath the dormer of that window.
Ooh, I know what I want to look at. I want to look at these rocks that are laying all around us. Here's the reason, because I want to know if they're from a trebuchet, and if they're from a trebuchet, I want to know what direction they're being fired. Because if everybody left this place in a hurry, I want to know where it was coming from and why. Because there are rocks all over this place. How do I scan the horizon for
that gift? I love it. All right, what are you asking to do, Radio?
Well, I want to look around for some sort of giant sling like a trebuchet. I want to look around for something that could be throwing rocks into this town that's not in the center of town, like around the horizon.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
So investigation is 13. I go here, plus 1, 14.
You look around, you don't see a trebuchet, but you see a shit ton of boulders planted everywhere.
Damn, that was helpful.
I'm trying to look for a trebuchet because all these rocks. I'm seeing a lot of rocks.
So here's what I'm gonna pose this to the crew, gentlemen, boys, my friends. You notice there's a lot of rocks around here, and there's a hole in the roof. The nighty saw.
Yep.
I think I got an idea why everybody left this town. Somebody was throwing big damn rocks into it.
Mm-hmm.
Who was throwing big damn rocks into this town, and where was it coming from?
Is this our problem?
No, Cheekios thinks that town's problem.
Cheekios, I like the way you think, but
Yeah.
I'm two wine sacks and get abandoned, so be careful.
Cheekios, I will wager you a gold coin that I can outdrink you.
Cheekios thinks that you shouldn't make bets that you can't keep.
I'm fairly confident in my abilities.
Well, boys, I gotta see this wager through. Let's go to the bar.
Let's go.
Maybe we find out, Valas. Shall we?
I've got a gold coin waiting.
All right. So you guys sneak into the main level of the inn, and you walk in. You can clearly see that there's a like ornate wrought iron sign bearing the name of Nightstone Inn. That's kind of shifting back and forth with the wind. As you walk into the room, it's just strewn with wreckage. You can see that these rocks have punched through the roof and landed here, destroying a dining table and a pair of benches. The remains of a bed and a wardrobe from the chamber above lie among the shattered dining room furnishings. 2 smaller round tables and several chairs remain intact. Resting atop the table is an unlit oil lamp.
I grab a couple of those chairs and set them up across from each other at a table, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom style.
All right, go ahead. Is anybody well, go ahead and roll. Just go ahead and roll perception checks as you guys have walked in.
4.
You're just setting up the table, man. You're good to go. Your fucking mind's on the prize.
I'm on a mission.
I got an 18 on perception for walking in.
I got 13.
All right. You guys can see as you walk in, there's absolutely a dead goblin laying in the middle of the room with a crossbolt sticking out of its chest. And you can hear a little bit of rummaging of pots and pans in the back towards the kitchen.
So I'm gonna let everybody know what I heard. There's something back in the kitchen, and
Yep.
I don't think it's somebody cooking supper.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
I lean down to the corpse, take a look. Cheekios says this goblin hasn't been dead for very long.
Hey, Cheekios, check his pockets.
Histor, good idea. He goes, NiteCaulk, would you like to show us to check the buns again?
That's NiteCaulk's specialty. I used to work for Border Patrol.
I pilfered the pockets. Unfortunately, that goblin doesn't have anything on him.
I roll my eyes and say, "It appears our wager will have to wait."
Right.
So can we do a stealth check on what's going on in the kitchen?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a stealth check. You can go ahead and you can stealth to go try in and find out what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Stealth to go find out what's going on in the kitchen. Stealth +1, that is 14.
16.
10. Oh, wait, no, actually, what's my stealth +5? 14.
All right. Guys, oh yeah, I need to roll stealth as well. Ooh, it's real bad, boys. It's real bad. I'm really heavy hoofed. Really heavy hoofed.
I'll put Cheekios in my backpack.
I should be able to roll good. I just roll poorly.
This is fine. This is fine.
This is fine. All right. So you guys slowly start to creep up and walk to the back, and you can see that there's just just a couple of goblins just stuffing their mouths with just muffins, and there's like blocks of cheese and currently some spit pork roasting over the fire that NiteCaulk could smell her, and there's a large cauldron of stew, and he's just going to town, like just trying to eat everything in sight. And these are two just like portly, like fatter than normal goblins, just going to town. They don't notice you.
Oh, that's good.
Terrific.
Now I'm cautious. Do we go at them, or do we?
I think we destroy some more nutsacks.
Now remember, if you're stealthing in, it's going to be very difficult to have that conversation. You can really only look at each other and give like the head nod, like, "Are you going to do this?"
All right, so I'll show my sword to Valas and look at him and give him a nod and see if he's interested.
And I nod. And I give him a wink. I give him a wink with my violet eye, because I have one white and one violet eye.
NiteCaulk is already pulling a arrow out of his quiver.
All right, we're good.
All right.
So we're gonna now we gotta jump in the room and do it.
This is a surprise attack, and as you guys can see, particularly the one getting down on the pile of muffins, he's just going gum like muffins, and it's just going all down his chest. And
wait, hold on, clarify. Does this goblin speak common?
Yes, they're actually speaking common at the moment.
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, they can speak both for the most part. And then there's another one that just keeps dunking its entire head into the pot of stew and coming up. It's like just getting down on it, dude. It's literally scorching part of his face, but he just can't get enough of it. You guys have a surprise tack on this. All right, so everybody go ahead and roll with advantage. With whatever weapon you're attacking. So I'm gonna put Valas and Histor attacking on one, and Cheekios and NiteCaulk attacking on the other.
Oh my god!
Nat 20.
What a great time to hit a nat 20 too.
Let's go.
I also got a 19.
I got a
So
I got a 19 on my first one. How do I do that?
So it's 20 with +5 with my greatsword. That's 25.
Nat 20 is a critical success.
Yeah. So would you roll? Would you roll radio?
I had a 20, and then if I'm using my greatsword, I got +5.
Yeah. So if you roll a natural 20, it's an automatic critical. You're gonna roll your damage and double the dice. So radio, let's see, NiteCaulk, you've also hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
3,
7 + 3, 10.
4, 8.
And what are you using
+3,
to attack?
+3.
Mudcat?
So that's 11. Bring it.
NiteCaulk season longbow.
Me or him? Oh.
Yeah, what are you using to attack, Mudcat?
I'm going to use my dagger.
Yeah, you're just using your dagger. As you guys you just sneak up, you guys just eviscerate these two fucking goblins. Mudcat, you sneak up behind the one that's dipping its head into the cauldron and just slowly slide your dagger into the back of its neck as he goes down into the stew. Histor, you come in being morbidly pissed that you missed the last time, and you absolutely cut poor Gum in half. He's still hasn't even noticed you. You can see him just pounding the muffins. NiteCaulk's bow comes in, ting, and hits his head, and it kind of spins over to where it looks at you, and you just see his teeth and toothy black maw as it falls to the ground. I rip off a short bow shot, but I actually just hit the roast chicken and pork that's over the fire.
Does the goblin in front of me
Nice.
still have a muffin in his hand? Because I want to eat.
Oh yeah, you still got a muffin.
I'm gonna take that muffin and eat
You
it.
take the untainted piece of muffin. Cause you got a little bit of buzz, man. You're looking.
That's exactly
Get
what
a
I'm
little-
gonna eat it.
get a little
I'm
yeast
fucking
in there.
hungry and I'm buzzed.
I'm gonna pull my dagger out and clean it off on their body.
You can clean it off. You guys have 2 fresh goblins now.
So after I'm done eating the muffin, I'm gonna grab the goblin's body and I'm gonna spread his butt cheeks open and hold him towards NiteCaulk and go, "Hey, you want to check for gold coins?"
And I'm gonna check the top half.
And I say my experience in the TSA will help me out here. I check those.
And you check for the buns, but you don't find anything keister stashed. But you do see that Gum Gum has several muffins, a block of cheese, a chicken leg, a frying pan, an iron pot, a lantern, 2 flasks of oil, and instead of cooking utensils, and a jar of cloves, a jar of saffron, and a dented silver jug, and a cracked hourglass. I'm going to send this to you in a DM. So you can
Yeah,
You can
thanks.
write down
This is what he had hidden, or
Is this going into my inventory?
was it hidden, or was it there?
No,
Was it
this is just what he had on him. None of this was in this goblin's ass. But I'm
I
glad
was
you
like,
pressed
dude,
it in.
man. TSA got their hands full, man. Oh
I
shoot!
gotta fire up Discord on this
Oh my
computer so I
God.
can DM it to you guys.
Oh. God.
I was like, I felt like I felt like Mama in Goonies just going, oh my god.
Oh my god!
Jesus, Gum Gum, how much shit did you have on you?
Nice.
That's the best part about this adventure is because I'm learning it the same time too. I'm like, this fat little shit.
He's a hoarder, man.
Dude, I
He's
mean,
the hoarding goblin.
he knew what he liked.
Oh,
Bam,
He
there
liked
is.
it all.
Sent that to the
Alright.
DM. You can put that in your notes later.
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
As you guys
4,000-page document.
as you guys kind of survey the scene in the kitchen, you can see there's a large sack, almost that looks rather heavy in the corner, and there's just a complete destroyed pantry area because of one of the boulders crashing in. You can see the various meats still over the fireplace. One side a bit more charred than the other.
If I
Lots of
eat any
broken
of that-
dishware.
If I eat any of that meat, is it going to give me more hit points?
No,
All
nope.
right.
Okay.
It's just fun flavor.
So I'm gonna walk over to the charred piece of meat. I'm gonna tear one of the legs off, and I'm gonna look at Cheekios, and I'm gonna throw the leg at him and say, "Here, thanks for the wine, appreciate it. Feast on me, my friend."
Thank you. It's now. Oh, not bad. Little dry. Not too bad. Gets
We're
through
in the
it.
kitchen.
Just kind of drains what's left of the few drips in the wineskin to kind of get the swallow down. Cheekios kind of looks over and goes, "Oh, Valas, you have to kill the goblin in the stew."
Well, might just add a little bit of flavor to it. Have you tried it yet?
Goes, Cheekios lets you have all. Cheekios.
I'm gonna go over and taste the stew,
Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving
and
throw.
I'm gonna like dead eye him in the when I'm doing it.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
What's my Constitution at? 14.
14. You're able to sip through, and the first little bit, you're like, oh yeah, it's pretty damn good. You know, this is some good barley beef stew. And at the very end, it's kind of like that scene in Dumb and Dumber. Your face just gets contorted. Is that the all too familiar irony taste of the brackish goblin blood. But you grit through it, still remaining eye contact with a solitary tear running down your face. Ugh. Ugh. You're able to hold it down just barely. Malaka.
And then I wink at Cheekios with my gray eye.
I'm gonna grab another muffin and throw it at Valas and say, "Hey, wipe that ball sweat out of your palate. I want to eat. It's pretty damn good."
I will eat this muffin, but not because you told me to.
All right, so let's see. We're in a busted ass kitchen. We got two. So we routed through Cheekios, or not Cheekios, Gum Gum. Has anyone checked the other goblin?
I checked the top half of that one. I don't know if I found anything.
The rest of it in the stew, probably.
So you may have to check the bottom of the pot to get the rest of that goblin.
You actually you pilfer through and you don't find anything on the other goblin.
Am I able to take the ears off this goblin?
Yeah, absolutely.
As an ornament or
trophy.
Never know.
So, Rob, if I want to see what else, if there's anything else of interest in this kitchen, do I need to roll an investigation or
investigation if you're looking for something specific? If you're just kind of like trying to glance about, that'll be perception.
I'm gonna throw perception because I just want to glance around and see if there's amongst the rubble if there's anything that we might be missing. And it is 19. That's just 19.
Now you glance around. It looks like you guys got this place pretty well covered now. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything left unturned inside the kitchen.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can find a bottle of liquor and to drink.
All right, go back into the main bar room.
So that's 22.
Oh yeah, you walk back out and you go over to the bar, and there's several casks set up on top of the bar and various bottles containing varying different colors and shades of liquors behind the bar. Looks like there's a plethora to choose from. Surprisingly and luckily unsmashed by any of the boulders.
Nice. So I'll grab a bottle of whiskey and call to Cheekios and say, just shall we?
Oh yes. Cheekios thinks it'd be a good idea to get Solomi breath off your palate.
Then I'll pour a couple of glasses.
Everybody's got a glass of that wonderful brown liquor, and you choose. You go for the most ornate bottle back behind the bar, and it kind of takes the shape of a woman. And it's kind of got like the body of a fairy. When you uncork it, it's got the kind of shape of a woman, and actually has some little fairy wings that sprout up from the top. Everybody give me who's throwing back some of that whiskey, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
14.
1.
Oh. 9.
I'm already on the fence anyways. This is gonna be great.
9.
Oh, so I get. Oh, is that? I get a +2 on that though.
Yeah.
So that'd be 11.
11.
Yep.
Yeah. So Valas and Cheekios throw the sumbitch back with no problem. NiteCaulk kind of stares over it with his beak just a little bit, but he's able to baby bird it down. Histor totally chokes on it. It's like It just goes straight into his lungs, and you can actually see, and he actually proofs it while he's coughing because a little bit of fire comes out and it just incinerates the second half.
Burps of flame just.
Nice.
God, this was whatever was in that bottle. You got ripped off if you paid a high dollar for that.
Tastes all right to me.
Tastes very good, Histor.
No, thank you. I think I might.
Went down the wrong pipe.
Go outside.
That was the E&J version.
So
Yeah, he's
Cheekios,
old.
about that wager.
Do we need to do this now?
I'll leave it up to you. It's open-ended.
How about we take a few bottles and do this someplace maybe more safe? No?
Fair enough.
And, Cheekios checks a little bit of the ale that's on the bar. Just spits some of that. Malacca. Not good at all. Don't recommend this one. Don't touch this one. It's tastes like pig's asshole. Don't. And I look directly over at NiteCaulk. Don't ask Cheekios how Cheekios knows it tastes like pig's asshole. And
What happens in tavern stays in tavern.
try the second one and go. Much better. Not Cheekios wine level, but this ale is much better. Pours himself a glass and then kind of looks across at the room. Cheekios thinks this place looks like shit. No?
I'll join him in that drink as well.
All right. What would you guys like to do? We're currently posted up at the bar, and
We had all those items, guys, that we left in the kitchen on the floor. We didn't actually take possession of those, correct?
No, we got him.
no,
The
I
food
did.
items?
No.
I sent it to you in a DM.
Yeah,
You can write
So
it on your
does
list.
everybody have those, or how do we do?
Typically, we just, for the sake of fucking brevity, somebody usually carries the items
Okay.
for a little bit for the fucking group. There's usually one person that takes the notes
like the
down.
whole Frodo
But we're
taking-
all a bunch of
carrying the ring.
lazy fucks, so I'm just gonna send it to you in a DM each time.
There we go.
And then you can write down, you're like, yeah, I want that. Like, maybe over time, you're like, fuck this frying pan, I'm done with it. Throw it out.
Hey, you never know, man. It can come in handy.
Yeah.
At the very least, we could sell some of those.
So while you guys are drinking at the bar, I'm gonna lean over to my good friend NiteCaulk over here and ask if he wants to take a stroll outside to check out some of the other buildings around here.
NiteCaulk would like to do that. I think I'd like to fly and investigate other town.
So NiteCaulk and I are gonna go outside.
Hold on. Before you go outside, should check upstairs, no?
Oh, this is a 2-story building. That's right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, we could check upstairs. I'll
Uh,
investigate.
I'll also journey upstairs to just to peek around.
All
I'll
right.
go along with y'all too.
Everybody go ahead and give me another stealth check.
Oh, stealth.
Oh, that's a 4.
18.
8.
Sorry, 5. 5.
All right.
5.
So you guys begin to creep up the staircase to the second floor. Before I continue any further, it is 2:24 a.m. I'm assuming you guys probably want to go for 30 more minutes. You're going to call it at 3 a.m. CST, correct?
I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm fine
Okay.
doing that.
Cool.
Whenever.
So that's our 30-minute warning. Gotcha. All right.
7
So-
a.m.'s fine with me.
Would be too.
Let's keep going.
All right. As you guys make your way up, there's four different bedrooms. Go ahead and roll a d4 to see which direction you guys go first.
Ooh, the D4.
2.
1.
I hate this die.
4.
All right, we're going into 4.
All right.
All right. So you guys kind of ease in the doorway. So we get upstairs. It's very, very bland, homely, very rustic style inn on the on the outside. So we kick open the door just a little bit and look in. You see a vacant bedroom. There's 2 beds. Looks like a wardrobe and a desk and a matching chair. There's an oil lamp that sits at one of the corner of the desks. Another small table that's tucked between the 2 beds. The only thing noticeable is the large bearskin rug that lies on the floor, but it looks largely untouched.
I'd like to investigate what's in the desk.
All right. Go over and you open up the desk drawer, and first you don't see anything. You reach your hand all the way into the back, and you pull out what looks like a wooden pickle. And it's there's a good part of it that's stained. Not the whole thing, but
There's a nice polish to it, right?
and you hold up and you look into the moonlight. The rest of the group sees you holding this wooden pickle.
Hey, NiteCaulk! It looks like a cock!
If you want, the Cheekios and the rest of the group can let you have alone time with Goblin and back.
I mean, Cheekios has got a point.
NiteCaulk's good. He wants to hand pickle to Histor so he can investigate.
Can we do a history check on that?
Go. You can absolutely roll a history check.
I'm
Absolutely roll a history check.
gonna roll a history check on NiteCaulk's wooden pickle.
I would also like to check on the Arcana on that, if possible.
Yeah, that's the history is an 18 for me.
That's a 20 non-natural Arcana.
You can tell that there's nothing magical about this rudimentary device that's been carved out.
Are you sure?
But you can tell when Histor looks and holds it up. This has got to be at least a decade worth of stain on the top half of this personal pleasure device. You can't quite tell how many different places it's been, but it's been in a lot. And as you hold it, the amount of how smooth the top half is shows it's been handled once or twice. You know that this is quite an experienced relic that you found.
Well, leave it to NiteCaulk to find one of the villagers' pleasure devices sitting in a drawer.
While
Safe
we're
to say there's nothing in this room.
while we're doing that, I'm gonna get curious, and I want to investigate underneath the bearskin rug. I want to lift the bearskin rug.
All right.
18.
Shoot.
Yeah, you lift up the bearskin rug, and you just see the very very clean outline that no one's lifted this thing up in a long time.
Can I take the bearskin rug?
Yeah, but it's going to be very encumbering
Never mind.
because it is large.
Fuck it. Nah.
So
Oh, no.
The pickle, the rug.
Actually,
What's
no,
next?
I'm gonna hand the pickle back to NiteCaulk and walk out of the room and see if we can find something else with these spots.
NiteCaulk, Cheekios, very interested if you're going to keep that.
No, I'm going to put it under the bearskin rug.
Oh, that's freaking great. Kick it into the rug.
Oh, it's probably best. Probably,
Under the rug.
probably where it belongs, Cheekios thinks.
Should have put it in the bear's mouth.
Oh my god. And once again, like in the movie Secret of My Success, Michael J. Fox and goes sneaking off to another room. I need everyone to go ahead and give me a stealth check.
17.
I had a 9.
16 plus 1, that's a 17.
Who else got a 9?
I had a 17.
NiteCaulk.
NiteCaulk, once again, we're in the back, just trying to making our way downtown. As we begin to scamper off, go ahead and roll a. I'm gonna let the who's leading the expedition. I'll just have you roll a d4 to see which room you're going to next.
But it's
Me or Valas?
Yep,
Easter.
whichever
It
one.
was you left the room
Yeah,
first.
Easter. Yeah.
Right. D4? That is a 4.
All right.
And you said it's an what that was an investigation?
No.
Room,
It's just a straight d4. I'm just picking rooms.
Okay.
I'm just randomly picking rooms.
We already investigated room 4, correct?
Yeah. All right. So, once again, sneak into the next room that's directly across the hall. And you walk in, and you can see that most of the furnishings in this room were destroyed and flattened with a rock. But you can see hanging up on the wall, there's a tapestry depicting a mountain landscape. And underneath that tapestry, you can see that there appears to be a little lockbox, a little wooden lockbox down there.
Ooh.
There's a large hole in the floor. I'm not quite sure if you can get over there or not.
I know somebody who can.
NiteCaulk would like to fly.
Somebody who's got wings.
Yeah, NiteCaulk would like to fly over and investigate the lockbox.
All right, you go over there, and it is locked. It is absolutely sealed up.
You don't say.
As you flap across there, you're like, shit. How do I get into this thing? Tell me what you would like to do.
I had.
Who?
I thought I had some thieves' tools, but I don't know if I. Maybe I don't.
I'm gonna go in and. Is there a handful, like a chunk of rock on the ground there?
There's not a chunk of rock.
Okay.
Could
the hole.
NiteCaulk push a? Now that I'm on the other side, could I push a chunk of rock?
If you said you got some thieves' tools, go ahead.
That's what I'm looking.
No, don't worry
I
about
did,
it. We'll
but-
assume you got thieves' tools.
Okay, so
You're a ranger, for God's sakes.
yeah,
Thieves' tools.
I'd like to use some of those thieves to try to crack that box.
All right, go for it. Give me a dexterity check.
14. It's not a saving, is it?
No,
Or so is it like a
just
Okay.
straight add your dex.
+3? Okay, so 17.
17. You're working on it. You feel like you're making progress, but you just can't get it open.
Okay. Do I get another crack at it?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Yeah, let's do one more crack at it. That's a 19 plus 3, so 22.
The second time, you're building off of what you learned the first. You're like, twist, ka-chunk. It opens up. You lift open the lid. You see inside that there's a dwarven-sized set of chainmail, a dwarven helm with protruding with horns, a leather bag that holds 45 gold pieces, and 100 gold piece worth of gemstones.
Damn.
And a small potion. I'm going to go ahead and link that over as well.
Quite the bounty there, NiteCaulk.
That's right. Well, I am
to pry up on some goblin's ass to get those coins.
I am a bounty hunter, so that is my
Oh.
background.
Sorry, you've been denied the satisfaction.
You know, can we
That's
put some
at
butt cheeks
least-
on that box, please?
NiteCaulk, Cheekios thinks that's at least 7 small goblin asses worth of loot.
You and I take two asses worth. Okay. Give Easter 2 asses worth, and we give Valas 1 ass worth.
Good.
Yeah. Cheekios likes your math. No. All right, you guys gather up that loot, and you can distribute the assholes later.
With a bounty like this, I know a few people we could possibly turn this money into 3 or 4 times as much gold.
Drinking game?
You know, Valas, I think I'd rather drink my money than waste it on gamble. Let's see what's in one of these other rooms.
It's only a waste if you lose.
I'm not going to lie. Cheekios think that Valas was going to say assholes.
You know, you may have been right. He might have changed his mind. Cheekios.
Sounds more like Histor's original plan. Gemstones for assholes. No? All right, everybody go ahead and give me another stealth check.
24.
17.
7.
11.
There's always one.
Yeah,
All right.
we're in clogs.
Tap dancing through the hall.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
we
Hello,
bust.
my baby. Hello.
We bust into the last room, and you can see this is the one that NiteCaulk looked through earlier. That saw a large rock had punched a hole in the roof, tearing away most of the floor before coming to rest. You can see down in the dining room. It has the 2 destroyed beds and the wardrobe, leaving just that desk and chair tucked underneath the window in the northeast corner.
Hey, Bird Boy, can you get it to that desk and see if there's another one of those wooden pickles?
If I find one, you get to keep it. So, yeah, I'll fly over there.
I'll tell you where I'm gonna stash it when you get it to me.
All right. Yeah,
Nice.
we'll fly over there and investigate.
All right. You go to open that desk. You pull it open. Everyone else is kind of let their guard down and chuckling. See, hope you don't find any more wooden pickles.
If he finds one, I'm gonna jam it in his ass.
Make sure
You
you
open
spill
it up.
it first.
God, you don't find anything inside the desk.
Damn.
It's completely
Wasted
empty.
opportunity.
Is anybody else doing anything inside the room?
Well, I guess if we already know that that's the only thing left in the room. So unless there's something to investigate, I don't really know if there's anything left to do up here.
I don't have any interest in what's left. It
Yeah.
seems all smashed up.
Get the hell out of Dodge.
Yep, back downstairs it is then.
I've been thinking about it more, and I think it might be a good idea to figure out where these rocks came from. After all,
Told you, there's a damn trebuchet somewhere. Or a giant. I know that interest old NiteCaulk, huh? How many giants have you killed in the last?
Been a while since I killed
giant
you.
killer
how
son
much
of a
gold can you
bitch.
fit in a giant asshole?
They kill me, man. Starting to get the itch.
Well, the problem is I ain't got nothing to scratch. Hey,
As you guys go,
Cheekios, do me a favor. Show me where that good grog is downstairs. I got a wine sack I want to fill up.
yells downstairs. It's the one in the middle. One in the middle, Histor. As I kind of yell down through the hole, Cheekios stays back just for a second, just looking, just for a perception check. Looking in the room. Malaka. Walks out and comes back down.
What kind of liquor did we grab from the bar for later?
You grabbed the rest of the contents of that fairy bottle, and you also got one that was diamond shaped.
Do I know what's inside of it?
No, you don't really know what's inside of it yet. Actually, give me a history check if you see if you know what's inside of it.
I don't. Where's my history at? I'm gonna tell you it's a no because that's a 5.
Yeah, no clue, but it definitely tastes like whiskey.
All right.
It's been proofed.
Then I'll stash those 2 bottles on my person, then I suppose.
All right. You guys are now back down in the main room.
I think I'd like to we go back out into, I guess, call it the town square. Would like to and maybe investigate the other building there that's got a hole in the roof there.
Let's see here.
So I would like to just kind of fly around there, maybe kind of peer through that hole in the roof and kind of see what I can see around there.
This one right here?
Yeah. Am I able to move that far?
Oh yeah, you're able to walk
Okay.
outside.
Okay.
Let's see what the fuck that thing is. As you go ahead and roll a stealth check again.
Okay, that'd be a 19.
19.
Yep.
As you take flight and you kind of circle, you circle around. You can tell that's the familiar smells of horse shit. It's you look back and you can tell it's definitely the stables. You fly up above and you can see another boulder has crashed down through this house, through this stable.
Okay. Could I do a perception roll just to kind of see if I see anything there?
Looking down through the hole.
Yeah.
All right. You can see that there's a small sign when you fly up above that says the Nandar family. And you can see that the horses are still inside. Kind of definitely spooked, but still contained inside. You can make out 4 or 5 draft horses contained within the wooden stalls.
What do you gentlemen think?
No, you got to come tell us.
You
What
got to
you
come
see.
tell us what you say.
So I go back to those guys and say, okay, well, found a stable, horses inside. They seem kind of spooked. So probably from the rocks that hit the roof.
Sounds like we're not walking anymore.
Yeah, I think we each got a horse.
Well, you see any other buildings
Cheekios
out there that
feet
don't
hurts.
have any holes in them?
I didn't get to look that far.
Histor,
So
you looked at town. Whole town is smashed by mini rocks. Whole town is completely fucked. Histor.
So what you're saying is, we need to grab these horses and get the fuck out of this place.
Could be a good idea.
Well, let's
What's
go say hi to some ponies, boys.
Hold on, hold on.
I'm just gonna walk to the.
You guys take off. Cheekios and Histor wait by. Tell me, Histor, with your vast military knowledge, since you are so old, what do you think through these battles?
Well, they usually you got either some sort of trebuchet or you got a giant. And since I didn't see a trebuchet anywhere, I got a feeling we're looking at a giant. We just haven't seen him yet or heard him.
Maybe Cheekios thinks multiple giants? No?
Given the stones, probably multiple giants. But you think if you got a couple of giants, 3-4 giants hanging out together, you're gonna hear them at least. And I haven't heard a thing other than that goddamn bell.
You know what giant shit smells like, Histor?
Huh.
You ever smelt it?
it smells like pickle.
And
Uh,
I let out a small fart and I walk away.
I'm gonna sit there and briefly bask in the crop dusting from Cheekios and put another wrinkle in my brain on never trust a fucking short man.
In my human form, I'm not too short. All right, so
I'm gonna go to the stable.
all right.
Yeah.
You guys walk up to the main barn. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna look for a horse.
Yeah,
To,
grab a horse. Yeah.
All right. So the minute that you walk into the stables, a goblin flies out of the top loft and gets a surprise attack on you, Valas.
Okay.
Yep, that's a 25. It's,
Yeah, that'll hit.
jumps out of the loft. It sinks his scimitar into your shoulder.
Okay.
Remember, this is a good lesson on remembering to do your stealth checks and remembering to be cautious sometimes. Yeah, that is 5 points of damage as he sinks that scimitar down into your shoulder. Since it's just you and NiteCaulk are the ones up there because it's a split party at the moment. You guys go ahead and roll initiative. We'll be able to get in the next round, Radio. So go ahead and roll as well.
Oh, give me
23.
that 20 plus 1, 21.
21 again.
Initiative. Where would this one be at? Here.
Between your armor class and walking speed at the top.
Oh yeah. Okay. 17.
Mm.
Fucking
17.
goblins and jumping with their scimitars and hanging out of your shirt.
Freaking goblins.
That was
That's a
awesome.
frying pan.
All right, we'll roll for that goblin. Woo! It's the fucking greatest goblin that's ever fucking lived.
Oh god.
All right. He's got a second attack, and you're You're dead front and center. He's gonna take another
Okay.
swing with his scimitar. Oh God! He goes in. It's a critical fail. He
Nice.
goes in to swing. His scimitar goes flying out of his hands,
Yes.
stuck into the wall. He's currently unarmed and is fallen prone directly in front of you. What was your initiative? Was it 23?
23. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. You were up, and let's see, yeah, 90 will be up next because you guys are both the only ones up there.
Okay. Then I will. Where's this thing at? Okay, I will.
He's laying
I
prone,
will-
so you have advantage on whatever you do.
Okay, cool. So if he's laying prone like right under me,
Yeah.
then I will basically put my hand on him, on his back, and cast Ray of Frost. And,
Get him.
that'll be 20, not natural.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it hits.
7 damage.
Oh yeah, and you just he just freezes in place. just a goblin sickle below you. You can do what you want with the frozen body.
I curb stomp his head.
Just goes rolling off. I just looked over
Radio.
radio.
What's with your radio? Oh, sorry.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah. It just he just crushes the ice beneath me. Crushes.
It's become one with his logo.
Oh, God.
All right, is now you can kind of survey the scene. The barn's got a dirt floor. You can see that there's 5 draft horses and 5 riding horses that are confined into the wooden stalls that line either side. Hanging on the walls are bits, bridles, leather saddles, and two ladders that lead up to the access to the loft where that that son of a bitchin' goblin jumped off at you at.
I'll go check out the loft first. I'd like to investigate the loft.
All right, you go up to the loft, and you can see that it looked like that goblin had been pilfering through, just trying to find any kind of loot or treasure up there. But it's just filled with food for the beast of burden.
Okay. Then I'll climb back down and journey towards what color are the horses?
Oh man, there's one that's kind of a calico. There's one that's a black and white powder look. There's a gray one with almost like a silver mane. There's a kind of a tawny tan. And there's one that's just jet black.
I would love to have that silver horse.
All right, so you go about your business, like just going to town, getting this damn horse set up. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
5.
When you go in to get things set, and you're just like, nope, this is how it's done. Valas is gonna take charge. You're not paying attention. You just get the shit kicked out of you from this spooked horse, and it does 4 points of damage as it
Holy shit!
as it crashes
Holy
into your
shit.
back. It smashes you against the wall when you try to go get the saddle. Oh Jesus!
Holy shit!
Hey, are we in this barn yet?
Yes, yeah, we're in the barn
All right.
now.
I'm gonna go try and get this horse under wraps. Since he's all spooked, I'm gonna use that same animal handling roll, trying to get him
Yeah.
saddled up. And it is a nat 20.
And a calming presence settles down these horses, get some unspooked to where everybody can start to set and saddle up. Cheekios, while Histor's getting the horses ready, Cheekios looks over at NiteCaulk. You want to check one more set of buns before we leave?
I'm good.
You're gonna have a hard time.
NiteCaulk has
pressing open
too
those
many buns for
frozen-ass
one day.
He goes, Cheekios will check pockets.
Yeah.
And Cheekios leans down and he actually gets a coin pouch that's holding 1 copper and a wooden box engraved with a symbol of a lion shield coster. It looks like he opens up. It's got 10 silver darts.
Ooh.
And so he goes, Cheekios keep these darts. And he throws NiteCaulk the coin purse. You've touched a lot of unsavory things.
I stand up
Handler of
from
unsavory
being kicked
things.
by the horse and kind of just shake it off.
How's your back, Valas? You need drink out of that bottle we took earlier?
That sounds like the perfect remedy for what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, might also help your pride a little bit there too, kiddo.
It happens to the best of us.
And like
Crack open the bottle of whiskey.
like the 4 amigos, we get set and saddled up with newfound riding horses, and I break out a few of the small bone cups that I have. We pour out a little bit more of that fairy fire water, and I'll swing one back as the 4 amigos make their way out of the stables, and that's where we will pick up next week.
Oh, there's so many things we have to get to. Oh,
Man.
There's a lot of
Information
shit.
overload.
We've got 8 or 9 more hours in this town.
no,
We've got 1, 2, 3. We got quite a few buildings to pick up.
at this point, I think it's focused less on the town and more about the landscape.
I think we needed to interrogate one of those goblins.
I think we got 6 or 7 weeks in this town at least.
I mean, we got a lot of buns to check, boys.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
I'm
buns
to
to
the bottom of the moat yet to check it out.
I don't know what's better of an inside joke. Me blowing fire underneath the fucking bed, or 90 spreading open goblin butt cheeks to get 2 gold coins out.
I like how he popped them out too. Like, it reminds me of the Mummy when he's like prying out the scarab gems out of the thing with a knife.
100%. God, that's so good.
Just making crepes. Oh, dude.
God.
It's like trying to pop them out.
This is interesting me for someone I've never actually run a module before. I've only played homebrew ever. That's like, I don't know. I don't even know what's gonna happen because I haven't even read the paragraph yet.
That's
So I'm
funny.
like, it's just there. I'm like, oh shit, that's what's in this room. Oh, fuck.
Okay.
And
Nice.
then there's my own brain that's like, oh, that's totally what's in that room. Surprisingly, the wooden pickle isn't in the official module. I hate to
Are you
break
sure?
everybody's.
What?
I feel like that's D&D canon.
The
That's
wood
ju-
pickle, man.
I've used
Pretty
the
sure
wooden
I saw
pickles come out a lot before. What's up, Sly Guy? And by the way, thanks everybody for sticking
Appreciate you
around
guys.
while we got all the
Thanks, stream.
technical shit sorted out. Classic. Those gifts, man. The gift of,
Lockbox that was locked.
There's that lockbox there.
I think it's locked.
Interesting.
you guys laughing with us and giving us gifts is just absolutely phenomenal, man.
I can see those effing gifts.
I know. I can't see him either. It sucks.
Yeah, we'll get it rerouted to your shit so you can see them. 100%. We'll get those gifts because this is, obviously this is new territory for me too, where we're doing it all co-stream. So We'll get those gifts rounded up. I don't want to have the gifts on the official video, so we can still YouTube monetize it. But it could totally be shipped over to y'all's channel, or even if it's just in a little window that pops up for you guys to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, Crimson, we appreciate the shit out of it, man. That's the best. That's the best.
Yeah.
The worst part is all I'm going to be doing is thinking about how next week's going to go and where we're going to pick it up. I'm going to run through so much crap in my head from this Friday to next.
Sure you're not going to look up, try to find that trebuchet, dog?
No, I'm not so obsessed with days right.
Ooh.
That's where I'm gonna pick up with you got boys next week.
No, it was good. You guys are learning the steps.
It'll take me a bit, but
yeah, and you'll feel more comfortable with your character. You might even use a silly voice at some point in time. Yeah. Remember, it's just fucking fun, man. That's what it's all about.
No, hell yeah.
I'm glad you guys are joining me on a stupid adventure on Fridays.
Hell
man.
yeah.
It's a good fucking time. I look forward to it. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wave bye to everybody. We'll see you next week.
Chat.
See you guys.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna click goodbye on that VOD. Deuces, juices.